Evan yanked open the front door, coffee mug still steaming in his grip. A woman towered on his porch, tall, lithe, skin a deep indigo that shimmered under the porch light. 4 slender arms folded neatly across her chest, silver eyes locked onto his. "Steady heart," she said, the words rolling like distant thunder in her precise accent. Evan froze. That nickname. 8 years vanished in a heartbeat. He'd blurted it out once, drunk on cheap station ale, to a stranger in a portside bar. Her laugh had lit the dim room. No one had called him that since. "Sari Vek," he managed, voice steady despite the jolt. "From Kessara Prime?" She inclined her head, crest of white feathers rippling. "The same. I come to claim our bond." One hand extended a slim data slate. It glowed with a frozen hollow. His younger face flushed, mouthing words to her. "I love you, Sari, more than stars. You're my steady flame." His mug slipped. Coffee splashed his boot. "That's... I was wasted. A fling, not..." Her eyes narrowed, unblinking. "Among my people, spoken love is pledge. Recorded. Binding. You vowed life union. I honor it now." Evan blinked. Heart hammered. Aliens and their customs. Kel. Humans flirted like breathing. But Kessarans, vows etched in neural stone. He'd read that once, filed it under exotic trivia. "Come in," he said, stepping aside. Before neighbors gawk, Sari glided past, her robes whispering against the doorframe. The scent of spice and ozone trailed her, same as that night. Evan shut the door, pulse racing. His apartment looked small now. Worn couch, tool bench in the corner, half-eaten pizza on the counter, practical life of a freelance mechanic. She scanned the room, posture rigid, steady heart. "Evan, 8 cycles I trained. Proved worth. Now I return."
He set the mug down.
Rubbed his neck. "Look, Sari, that was kid stuff. I barely remember your face. We danced once. Talked big." Her feathers flattened. "Your words sealed fate. Kessaran law demands fulfillment. Or forfeit." "Forfeit?" His gut twisted. Stories whispered of exiles, honor duels. No one's forcing anything. Rule 1, consent. We go slow. Your pace, my pace, match, or stop." Sari paused. 4 hands unclasped, one touching the data slate. Accepted. Human caution intrigues. We proceed. Deliberate. Good. Evan exhaled. Practical, always practical. "Coffee? Water?" "Water." She settled on the couch edge, spine straight as a Hull strut. He poured from the fridge, handed it over. Her fingers brushed his. Cool, firm. A spark jumped, unbidden. Damn. Door buzzer chimed. Evan checked the pad. Mara Lorne, his neighbor, blunt as a wrench. She'd spotted the ship landing earlier. "Evan, got company?" That off-worlder shuttle lit up the block. He buzzed her in. Mara burst through seconds later. Stocky, tattooed arms crossed, eyes sharp on Sari. "Friend of yours?" "She looks official." "Sari Vek," Sari said, rising fluidly. "Bond claimant to Evan Hart." Mara snorted. "Bond what?" "Evan, you dog." "Spill." Evan shot her a look. Old port story. "She's here for... marriage?" Kessaran style. Mara's eyebrows shot up. "Whoa. Consent check. You in?" "Not jumping altars," Evan said, but hearing her out. Sari nodded. "Witnesses required for legal discourse. You serve?" Mara eyed her. "Hell yeah, I'm the clarity cop." She'd pulled her comm. Calling Jex Towel. "Consular's been sniffing around human-alien mix-ups. He'll vouch." Minutes later, the buzzer sang again. Jex Towel entered, slimmer than Sari, green-scaled, consular badge gleaming. Evan Hart. Ms. Vek. Reports of unauthorized landing. His gaze flicked between them, calculating. "Legal claim," Sari stated. "Pledge recorded." She activated the slate. Evan's voice filled the room. "I love you, Sari. Steady flame forever." Jex winced. Human impulsivity meets Kessaran oath code. Tricky. Evan leaned against the counter. "We're talking pace. Consent first." Jex nodded approval. Wise. Kasarans bind deep, neural sync, shared hunts. But humans, your flexibility astounds. He settled at the table. Witnesses noted. Proceed. Sari faced Evan. 4 hands gestured precisely. 8 cycles passed. You promised union. Life path shared. I trained as huntress guard. Forfeited clan post. Now, prove word's truth. Evan swallowed. Her eyes held no anger, just expectation. Steel wrapped in silk. Prove how? Everyday vow, she said. Walk my world. Build trust. Hunt together. If hollow, release me. Mara whistled. Romantic boot camp. Jex tapped his pad. Culturally sound. No incident if mutual. Evan met Sari's gaze. Those silver eyes pulled, like gravity. He'd spoken easy once. Now? Action time. Steady. 1 week. My shop. Your rules. Slow. Her feathers lifted, a soft trill escaping. Agreed, steady heart. Mara grinned. I'm in for pizza oversight. Jex stood. Documentation filed. Peace holds. But as they filed out, Sari lingered. One hand touched his arm. Gentle pressure. Truth in action. Human way extraordinary. Heat rose in Evan's chest. He covered her hand. We'll see. She smiled. First crack in discipline. Door clicked shut. Evan stared at the slate, still glowing. 8 years old, but alive. His words, her life. Phone buzzed. Mara, she's intense. You good? He typed. Yeah, real now. Outside. Sari's shuttle hummed to life, not leaving. Waiting. Evan tapped the slate. The archived first contact video buffered, then sharpened into focus. Grainy footage filled the screen. 8 years ago, a crowded exchange hall on Epsilon Station. Evan, younger, scruffier, leaned into a hollow mic during the meet and greet. Aliens milled around, feathered, scaled, glowing. He grinned at the camera, mic in hand. Look, Sari Vec. Young Evan's voice boomed, timestamp glowing red. Cycle 47, day 192. His 24th birthday, the night he'd drowned regrets in cheap synth beer. Your fierce, huntress eyes, that stance. Marry me. Share my life path. Humans don't flake. We build. His stomach dropped. Those words, flung out casual crowd roaring. A joke to charm the off-worlder delegation. But the timestamp pinned it. The exact moment he'd promised forever to a stranger. Sari's trill echoed from the slate. Her polite deflection then. Laughter rippled. Video cut. Evan scrubbed his face. Idiot. Door chime buzzed. He straightened. Enter. Sari slipped back inside. Feathers ruffled from the shuttle wind. She carried a slim data cube. Forgot this. Her 4 hands presented it. Silver eyes locked on his. My proof. He slotted the cube into the slate. Her mission log unspooled. Hollow projected. Sari in void black armor, boarding a dropship. Blaster fire cracked outside. Log entry. Deployment Alpha 9. Steady Heart's vow anchors me. Huntress guard now. Life path shared. Cut to dust-choked battlefield. Sari dodged plasma bolts. Dragged a wounded squadmate to cover. His words, humans build. I forfeit clan post. Train for union. Another clip. Sari in medbay, bandaged, reciting his phrase to a circle of feathered warriors. Evan Hart promised. I claim it. Evan's throat tightened. 8 years. Deployments. Risks, all from his barstool boast. She paused the log. Carried you through fire. Now, you carry me. He nodded slow. Heavy words for light intent back then, but yeah. Real now. Her feathers smoothed. Good. Bond verification next. Consulate. Before departure window closes. One hand gripped his sleeve. Ship leaves in 6 hours. Pulse jumped. Official? Wait. Witnesses. Safety check. He grabbed his comm. Thumbed Mara's contact. Voice call connected. Evan? Shuttle still there? Mara's voice crackled, blunt as ever. Yeah. Sari showed her logs. Blew my mind. Need you here. Human witness. Consent check. Before consulate. Pause. On my way. 10 minutes. Don't sign anything stupid. Line dropped. Evan pocketed the comm. Mara's coming. Neighborhood friend. Keeps me honest. Sari tilted her head. Wise. Humans value clarity. Minutes ticked. Mara burst through the door, jacket zipped, eyes sharp, talk fast. What's the play? Evan recapped, the video, her logs, the verification rush. Sari stood rigid, hands clasped. Mara eyed her. Sari, scale of 1 to 10, how binding is this for you? 10, Sari said, vow spoken. Life altered, no release without proof of hollow. Mara turned to Evan. You? Regrets? He met Sari's gaze, steel and silk. No. Proves my words if I step up. Mara nodded. Goal, verify bond without cultural blow-up. Conflict, time crunch, let's move. They piled into Sari's shuttle. Jex Tao waited at the consulate steps, pad in hand, spines twitching. Captain Vec, heart. Jex's voice hummed precise. Verification chamber ready, mutual consent logged. Sari stepped forward, affirm. Witnesses, Mara Lorne, human. You, liaison. Jex led them inside. Cool air hummed with scanners. A central dais glowed blue. Place hands on pad, state intent. Evan's palm met the smooth surface. Sari's 4 hands joined his, one over his knuckles, warm and firm. Mara flanked them, arms crossed. Intent, Jex prompted. Sari spoke first. Trilling undertone softened her words. Evan Hart promised union. I claim. Build life path together. Evan swallowed. Hart hammered. I said it casual once. Meant it now. Prove through action. Everyday vow. Scanners beeped green. Holoseal spun up. Bond verified. Cross-species accord. Jex's spines relaxed. No incident. Peace holds. Welcome. Steady heart. Mara whistled low. That's it? Married? Betrothed? Sari corrected. Feathers lifted in a trill. Trial first. His shop. My rules. Evan exhaled. Weight lifted and settled new. Her hand lingered on his. Outside, shuttle engines idled. Departure window open. But Sari waved it off. Extend. Build trust. Pilot nodded. Craft hummed away empty. Mara clapped Evan's shoulder. Pizza later, my oversight. She grinned at Sari. You're good people. Sari's eyes crinkled. Second smile. Humans extraordinary. Action over words. Evan walked her to the shop door. Streetlights flickered on. Tomorrow. Hunt together? Her trill warmed the air. Yes. Steady. He watched her silhouette fade into the shuttle bay. Chest tight. Not fear. Promise. Comm buzzed. Mara. She's solid. You. Steady, he typed. Inside, slate still glowed. Old video paused on his grin. Not a joke anymore. Dawn broke. Evan stocked tools in the shop. Wrench clinked against alloy. Door hissed open. Sari entered. Armor swapped for simple vest. Blaster holstered low. Ready? He handed her a mug. Hot synth coffee, tuned from her log notes. Fuel up. Neighborhood hunt. Fixer job. Alien rig. Human grit. She sipped. Eyes widened. Extraordinary. They stepped out. City hummed. Her hand brushed his. Gentle pressure. First step. Trust building. Shop alarm ping shop. Evan spun, wrench still in hand. Sari dropped into a crouch, blaster half drawn. Her feathers bristled. Panel, he said. Tapped the slate. Feed flickered live. Crowd outside the shop fence. 24 locals, signs bobbing. Xenophobe trash! Go home, one yelled. Another thrust a hollow toward the gate. Sari's face stamped, unwanted pledge. News spread. Evan muttered, grabbed keys. Consulate first. Sort this before it blows. Sari holstered slow, nodded. Lead. He fired up the rig. A battered hover truck, human tuned for tight streets. She slid in shotgun. Door slammed. Evan punched throttle. Gate rolled aside. Crowd surged. Back off, he barked. Truck nosed through. A rock clanged off the hood. Sari leaned, out. Trill low and warning. Feathers flared wide. Display of strength. Protesters flinched. Parted. One man lunged. Evan swerved clean. Bumper nudge sent him stumbling. Steady, Sari said. Hand gripped his knee. Warm through denim, he kept eyes forward. Always. Throttle hummed. They broke free, city blocks blurring. Her touch stayed. Consulate loomed 10 minutes out. Squat alloy dome, flags limp in the heat. Evan pulled to the curb. Security drones buzzed down, scanned plates, cleared. Inside, cool air hit. Sari stayed close, shoulder to his. Mara waited in the lobby, arms crossed. Took you long enough. Crowd? Handled, Evan said. She eyed Sari. Good, Jex is ready. Briefing room. Consent first. Yours, his. Clear, Sari trilled soft. Clear. Jex Tao rose as they entered. Avian diplomat, robes crisp, beak clicking polite. Evan Hart, Sari Vec. Sit. Holodesk glowed, pulled up Evan's old vidchat log, the one from years back. Drunk grin. I love you, Sari. Mean it. Room stilled. Evan leaned in. That's casual talk. Bar banter. Jex tapped. Transcript scrolled. Flagged red. In Vicari lexicon, pledge grade. Spoken devotion binds. Trial bond initiates cohabitation. Shared risk. Full vow seals lineage rights. Sari's feathers smoothed. She met Evan's gaze. Steady. Mara whistled. Hell. Words as contracts? Precisely, Jex said, beak angled. Sari filed claim off-world. Honorable. But human custom, loose, we verify intent. Evan straightened. No binding without opt-in. Reversible process only. Full translation. Every term. I fix rigs, not sign blind. Jex nodded slow. Standard human safeguard. Logged. Sari shifted, voice firm. Compromise ritual, mutual public intent. No blood, no tech, words, and witness. Reversible by either. Builds trust. Action first. Evan searched her eyes. Crinkles at corners. Real, Mara prodded. Public? Here? Plaza outside, Sari said. State intent. Walk away if false. Jex consulted slate. Viable. Cultural bridge. Prevents incident. Evan rubbed jaw. Crowd flashes replayed. Her hand on knee. Feathers flaring protection. His words old, but her faith new. Details. Now. Jex projected right. Two stand. Clasp forearms. Speaker one. I intend trial bond. Share risk. Build trust. Echo other. Witnesses affirm. Opt-out clause. Evan pressed. Sunset declaration. Jex said. Anytime public. No shame. Sari extended arm. Scales gleamed faint. Evan? He clasped. Grip solid. Pulse synced under skin. Intent clear? Her trill warmed. Yes. Mara smirked. You're both nuts. But solid nuts. Jex stood. Prep plaza. 5 minutes. They filed out. Crowd thinned. Drones dispersed most. Residual gawkers lingered. Evan scanned. Clear. Sari brushed his hand. Steady. Plaza font bubbled. Witnesses gathered. Mara, Jex, 2 guards. Holo feed. Live consulate stream. Jex signaled. Begin. Sari faced him. Arm raised. I, Sari Vec, intend trial bond with Evan Hart. Share risk. Build trust. Eyes locked. Room held breath. Evan matched grip. Voice even. I, Evan Hart, intend trial bond with Sari Vec. Share risk. Build trust. Witnesses chorused affirm. Her feathers trilled high. First full smile. Beak parting joy. But Jex's slate pinged urgent. Hollow flared. Full analysis of Evan's vid. Confirmed. Jex announced. Beak. Grave. That. I love you. Vecari vow. Binding precedent. Room went quiet. Evan gripped Sari's forearm tighter. Her scales warmed under his palm. Binding how? He asked Jex. The consular tapped his slate. Hollow projections flickered. Ancient Vecari edicts scrolled. Precedent law, spoken in witness. Dakari mate for life, unless sunset declared. Trial bond accelerates it. Full analysis confirms your words match vow phrasing. Sari's feathers quivered. She released his arm first. Evan, my people honor this. Do you? Mara crossed her arms. Hold up. Earth's not Vecari prime. Evan? You inviting her home or what? Can't leave her in consulate quarantine. Evan nodded. Plaza crowd murmured. Holo feed still live. He faced Sari. Stay with me, my place. We'll figure routines, signals. Safe space. Her beak parted slight, accepted. Share risk. Jex deactivated the feed. Trial bond, logged. Guards escort. No incidents. They walked. Evan led, his truck parked curbside. Sari climbed in passenger side, feathers folding neat against upholstery. Mara followed in her sedan. Jex waved off. Evan drove steady. City lights blurred. Sari scanned dashboard. Human conveyances. No neural link. Manual, he said. Hands on wheel. Builds focus. Home loomed. Suburban 2-story, porch light on. Evan parked, unlocks door. Kitchen left, living right. Upstairs bath. Guest room yours, or mine, if signals say. Sari stepped in, claws clicked tile. She inhaled. Scent markers registered. Neutral territory, good. Mara arrived seconds later. Knocked once. Entered. Ground rules first. Evan. Fridge stock check. Sari. Allergies. Proteins fine. Heat triggers caution. Sari extended wing arms partial. Feathers flared patterns. Blue calm. Red alert. Violet yield. Safety signals. Learn. Evan watched close. She paced kitchen. 3 meters, square. Close quarters protocol. Feathers shifted red. She froze. Claws retracted. You backstep. Say clear. He mirrored. Backed up. Clear. Feathers eased blue. Good. Violet. Intimate yield. Advance slow. Touch only scales, not vents. Evan nodded. Committed patterns to memory. Got it. Your turn. My signals. Thumbs up. All good. Palm out. Stop. Nod for yes. She mimicked. Precise. Mara leaned doorframe. Cute. But Evan. State intent. Out loud. Record it. Accountability. Evan pulled phone. Hit record. Faced Sari. Intent. Trial bond. Share risks. Build trust. No pressure. Sunset out anytime. Protect you like kin. Cook. Clean. Listen. Prove words real. Sari trilled low. Feathers violet flecked. Echoed. Mara smirked. Deader, I'm out. Text if feathers go nuclear. Door clicked shut. Evan pocketed phone. Hungry? Human? Normal? Stir fry. Spices mild. Sari perched stool. Observe. He chopped peppers. Onions. Knife flashed clean. Oil sizzled wok. Garlic hit. Aroma bloomed. Cumin. Chili flake. Chicken strips seared crisp. Sari's nostrils flared. Feathers twitched. Chemical assault? Spice, he said. Stirred veggies. Soy splash. Steam rose pungent. She leaned closer. Inhaled deep. Beak clicked. Feathers spiked orange. Curiosity surge. Endorphin cascade. Human endurance test? Evan plated. Forked. Sample to her. Try. Claws gripped fork awkward. She speared bite. Chewed deliberate. Eyes widened. Feathers flared full spectrum. Shock blue to thrill violet. Tail lashed once. Fire blooms. Pain pleasure bind. Extraordinary. He ate his. Normal Tuesday. Builds tolerance. Sari devoured half plate. Scales flushed faint pink. Human normal. Vecari right. Share more. Evan cleared dishes. Rewrote routine on notepad. Visible. Mornings. Coffee black. You synth protein. Afternoons. My shop work. You consulate link. Evenings. Signals practice touch if violet. Lights low. Your vents sensitive. She traced list clause. Integrated. Trust builds. Night deepened. Evan showed guest room. Bed firm. Window screened. Opt-out sunset tomorrow if needed. Sari lingered doorway. Feathers blew calm. No. Advance. He stepped slow. Palm out. Checked. Violet held. Hand to her forearm. Scales smooth. Pulse sync. She mirrored. Claw light on his wrist. Intimate yield. Heat built. Not spice, but shared. Her trill hummed chest deep. His thumb stroked scale ridge. Steady. Bedroom door shut soft. Dawn filtered blinds. Evan woke first. Sari curled adjacent, feathers tucked neat. No breach, coffee brewed. She stirred, eyes bright. Bond holds. Shop called. Wrenchwork waited. But first, her hand brushed his. Details today? Phone buzzed. Mara, Jex pinged. Vow analysis viral. Protests brewing. Stay inside. Evan set mug down. Change plans. Rules negotiate now. Sari's feathers edged red. Risk shared. Evan slammed the mug down as the front window rattled. A tabloid drone hovered inches from the glass, its lens whirring, red record light blinking. Evan Hart, Vekari Vowbreaker. One question. Get off my property. Evan yanked the door open, phone already out, recording. He strode across the porch, bare feet slapping dew-wet boards. The drone dipped low, chasing his face. Legal notice served, Evan barked, thrusting his screen forward. Trespass violation, section 47B. I've got your serial. XJ 492. Cops en route. Land now, or I sue the network. The drone buzzed erratic. Pilot voice crackled from its speaker. Public interest Hart. Alien gold digger. Evan zoomed his phone cam, receipts uploading. Last week, you breached 3 properties. Fines totaled $12K. Yours next. He stepped closer, invading its no-fly buffer. The machine jerked back, props whining. It fled over the fence, dipping toward the street. Evan exhaled, thumbed the local PD app. Not today. A sharp trill pierced the air. Sari burst from the side yard, scales flushed red alert. She vaulted the porch rail in one fluid leap. Faster than Evan's blink, her claws snagged a hooded trespasser mid-climb over the back fence. The figure yelped as she pinned him face down in the grass. Knee precise on his spine. No blood, no snap. Evan sprinted around the house. Sari. Stand down, the man squirmed. Hood slipping. Paparazzi badge gleamed. Same network. Get this freak off me. Sari's feathers locked crimson, tail coiled tight. Her grip held iron steady. Intruder. Neutralized. No harm protocol. Evan knelt beside them, phone still recording. Easy. He's down. He tapped the guy's shoulder. You? Eyed out. Now, the trespasser fumbled a wallet. Freelance. Big story. Human sells out to save it. Evan snapped photos of the credentials. Evan Hart, resident. Caught you scaling my fence. Sari Vek, guest. She detained you clean. He hit record on the PD line. Dispatch. 2 incidents. Drone and climber. Address confirmed. Send units. Sari eased off but kept the man cuffed with one clawed hand. Her eyes flicked to Evan. Violet trust amid the red. Blame on me? No. Evan met her gaze. Shared risk, remember, you followed my lead. De-escalate. Sirens wailed distant. The man groaned. You'll regret this. Vows fake. She's conning you. Sari's trill deepened, warning. Evan waved her back. Cops, sort it. 2 patrol cars pulled up minutes later. Officers cuffed the climber, logged the drone serial. Good takedown, ma'am, one nodded at Sari. Textbook hold. Evan signed statements. Sari stood silent, feathers shifting blue calm. No charges for her. Network trespass logged. Mara's truck crunched gravel next. She hopped out, arms crossed. Saw the feed. Jex inbound. You two okay? Evan nodded. Handled. Sari traced his arm. Like claws. Bond acted. Mara eyed the touch, blunt as ever. Cute. But viral means crowds. Protests at the consulate. Jex wants a word. A sleek consulate shuttle hummed to the curb. Consular Jex Tal stepped out, robes crisp, feathers neutral gray. His aide scanned the yard. Mr. Art. Missal. Vec. Cultural incident averted. Barely. Evan faced him. No incident. Legal response. Jex's tail flicked appraisal. Impressive. Human restraint meets Vekari precision. He glanced at Sari. Your intercept. Faster than our sims predict. But pressure mounts. Vow analysis hit every net. Human casual speak as binding oath. Debates rage. Sari straightened. Pledge real. Evan. Upholds. Jex held up a pad. 48 hours. Official decision. Bond formalize or dissolve with relocation. Safe house prepped. Off-worlder quarters. Heart protected. Evan crossed arms. Relocation. We're good here. Protests escalate, Jex pressed. Tabloids fuel it. The Kari honor demands clarity. Your words, love like fire, now cross-species law. Mara snorted. Consent first. Evan, you sure? This ain't casual anymore. Barry's scales warmed pink under Evan's gaze. He proves daily. Evan rubbed his jaw. Human normal. Steady work. Clear lines. But her leap saved his door from breach. Safe house buys time. But decision's ours. Jex nodded. Shuttle leaves in 10. Pack light. Evan grabbed his keys notepad from kitchen. Sorry followed, claws brushing his. Mara blocked the door a beat. Call if it's ours. Boundaries, Evan. Got it. He squeezed her shoulder. Shuttle lifted smooth. Jex piloted, silent. Sari leaned close, feathers violet. Trust holds. Evan traced her scale ridge. Building. City shrank below. Protesters swarmed his street now. Signs bobbing. No alien vows. Phone pinged. Mara. Drone feed leaked. Your heroes to half, traitors to rest. Jex hiding something? Evan frowned. Jex's tail twitched odd. Gold flicker? Safe house doors hissed open. Armed guards nodded. Jex turned. 48. Choose wisely. Sari pulled Evan aside, trill low. The Kari right. Share peril, claim bond.
He nodded.
But Mara's text burned. What gold meant on a diplomat. Night fell. Evan checked locks. Sari practiced signals. Claws on his palm. Violet steady. Heat built slow. Then, a shadow at the window. Not guard. Claws scraped glass. Claws scraped glass. Evan shoved Sari behind the reinforced table, part slamming. He snatched the nearest lamp, solid alloy base, and yanked the cord free. Shadow twisted outside, elongated, not human. A muffled trill pierced the pain. Evan. Sari hissed, claws digging into his arm. Not fear. Readiness. Her scales flushed violet, feathers ruffling along her neck. He nodded once, smashed the lamp base through the window. Glass exploded outward. The shadow recoiled with a screech, tail lashing, gold bands glinting on its hide. Diplomat markings? Jex's kin? Evan vaulted the sill. Back off! His boot connected with the intruder's chest plate. It tumbled into scrub brush, claws flailing. Guards shouted from the perimeter, boots pounding. Sari leaped out beside him, talons extended. She pinned the figure's arm. Cathari spy, Jex's rival clan. Her trill sharpened. Authority Evan hadn't heard before. The intruder spat static. The Kari filth. Bond breaks law, guards swarmed, cuffs snapping. They dragged it away. Evan dusted glass from his sleeve. Sari's feathers brushed his shoulder, warm, steady. Back inside he bolted the frame. Jex's gold flicker. Connected? She nodded. Scales cooling to blue. Plan feud. He shields us. Her claws traced his palm. Signal for safe. Evan exhaled. Pulled 2 chairs close. Guards patrolled outside now. Lights sweeping. No more shadows. He met her gaze. Sari, what do you actually want? Beyond the pledge. Tell me straight. She sat, feathers folding smooth. Paused, claws tapping wood. Partnership, not ownership. Her English sharpened, no trill. Vicari words bind life. You spoke love once. Casual. I claim equal now. Share work, peril, home. No master. Mutual. Evan listened. No interruptions. Her eyes held his. Violet steady. No blink. Partnership. Her leap through fire. Door breach. Window fight. Not demand. Offer. He rubbed his jaw. Human. Steady. Work it out. Mutual public statement. Clears air for both sides? Yes. She leaned in, claws on his knee. Warmth spread. Record now. Post wide. Protesters rage blind. Evan pulled his phone. Mara had texted, intruder feed viral. Jex denies clan ties. You two legends. He thumbed record. Dim safe house light caught Sari's scales. Iridescent shift. State it plain, he said. I'll go first. You correct line by line. She nodded. Feathers violet bright. Evan faced the lens. This is Evan Hart. Sari Vek and I met off-world. I spoke words then. Love. Promise. Cumin casual. Vikari vow. He glanced at Sari. She held up one claw. Good. Today I choose. Full consent. No pressure. Partnership. Equal. We share life. Risks. Decisions. She leads where I follow blind. I protect where she trusts. Sari's second claw rose. Precise. Not ownership. Choice daily. Public now. Sari, I commit. Build together. He stopped. Extended the phone. Your turn. Or, fix me. Sari took it. Trilled soft. Translator hummed. Evan Hart speaks true. Vikari claim honored. I choose him. Partnership binds us. No force. Equal peril. Equal joy. Her claws brushed his hand on screen. We prove. Daily. Pinged wide consulate net human feeds. Protester signs flickered in Evan's mind. No alien vows. Views spiked. Phone buzzed. Mara. Bold. Clean. Stay safe. Jex Comet next. Statement received. Consulate Dawn. Deliver live. Guards. Double. Dawn came fast. Shuttle hummed low over city glow. Protesters thinned. Some signs flipped. Human vow wins. Jex piloted. Tail still. No gold flicker now. Cultural incident averted, mostly. Consulate loomed. Spire glass. Vikari script pulsing. Guards waved them in. Press drones hummed outside barriers. Evan gripped Sari's claw. Her scales warmed pink. Auditorium filled. Diplomats, reporters. Mara in back row. Thumbs up. Jex took podium. Hartvek statement. Live. Evan stepped up. Sari beside him. Feathers proud. Mike gleamed. A cleared throat. No script. Precise now. Sari Vek and I stand equal. Drone's word. Old words were mine. Casual human talk. Today, vow real. Consent clear. I choose partnership. Share life. Face foes. She risks all. I match it. Sari trilled approval. Crowd murmured. Human nods. Alien scales shifting. He turned to her. Correct me. Line by line. She leaned in. Claw on his shoulder. Perfect. Add. I lead hunts. He builds nests. Laughter rippled. Her eyes locked his. Violet deep. Bond holds. Evan repeated it. I lead hunts. She builds nests. Mike caught every word. Drones broadcast wide. Applause cracked. Human claps. Vikari trills. Jex's tail flicked approval. Mara grinned from seats. Sari pulled him close backstage. Claws traced his jaw. Precise enough to hold. Evan kissed her scale ridge. Heat built. Trust solid. But Jex lingered. Gold band hidden in shadow. Phone pinged. Mara. Cathari cell hit safe house. Empty now. They're not done. Shadow claws scraped again. In the vents. Jex blocked the backstage door. His tail curled tight. Bhart. Vek. Revised vow logged. Non-coercive. Clear consent. He tapped his datapad. Green light flashed. Stay permit approved. 30 cycles. Extendable. Evan released Sari's claw. His pulse still raced from the kiss. Pressed drones faded outside. But Mara's text burned in his pocket. Cathari threats. Vents above hissed. Air only? He scanned shadows. Nothing moved. Sari's feathers settled. Violet eyes flicked to Jex. Conditions? Standard? Jex slid the datapad forward. Cohabitation plan. Sign here. Screen glowed with clauses. Shared domicile. Conflict mediation. Cultural disclosure. Evan grabbed it. Thumbed through fast. Humans skimmed contracts. Sari wouldn't. He added lines. Exit clauses. Mutual opt-out. No penalties. Asset split fair. This protects us both. He signed. Initialed changes. Sari read every word. Claw hovered. Her scales flushed deeper pink. You make leaving simple. Trill softened. Vikari bonds bind forever. Humans choose daily. Jex's gold band glinted. He nodded. Wise. Prevents incidents. Datapad beeped acceptance. Filed. You're clear. Evan pocketed his phone. Mara's warning itched. Jex Cathari hit the safe house. Empty. but active. Jex's scales paled. Escalation. I'll alert security. He slipped out. Door clicked shut. Sari gripped Evan's arm. Nest now, or threats chase forever. Evan led her to the exit. Truck waited outside barriers. Press scattered. Mara leaned on her car. Thumbs up turned thumbs down. Idiot.
Sign anything?
Protected both sides. Evan opened Sari's door. Clauses for exit. Any time. Mara snorted. Smart. She's not fleeing. She eyed Sari. Crate? Sari pointed to the lot. Single crate waited. Dull gray. Locked tight. Guards hovered nearby. 1. Essentials. Rest days stored.
Evan hefted it. Heavy.
Scales etched deep. Vicari script. Hunt gear? He loaded it in the truck bed. Strapped down. Your call. Sari climbed in. Claw brushed his hand. Choice honors vow. Drive home blurred. City lights streaked. Evan's house loomed. Small, sturdy. Garage open. Mara followed. Parked behind. Inside, Evan cleared the spare room. Bed frame solid. He built it himself. Tools still smelled of oil. Sari dragged the crate. Claws clicked on tile. Mara crossed arms. Doorway frame. Rules. Consent daily. Safe word. Pineapple. My number programmed. She tossed a comm device to Sari. Call if he snores. Sari caught it. Trilled laughter. Pineapple. Noted. Scales warmed. He builds strong nests. Evan unpacked tools. Ignored the jab. Crate pried open. Inside, folded hunt leathers, blade sharpener, 1 feather comb. Sari selected the comb, placed it on the shelf. Rest stayed packed. Mara nodded. Minimal. Good. She clapped Evan's shoulder. Don't screw this. Threats. Or not. Left key, on counter. Door shut. Alone. Evan faced Sari. Room smelled of fresh scales and oil. Compromise ritual? She nodded. Feathers rose. Your addition first. Claw traced his palm. Exit free. I stay because I choose. Evan mirrored, finger along her scale ridge. Warmth spread. Hunt's yours. Nest's mine. He knelt, pulled her down. Claws met hands. Locked. Sari leaned in. Breath feathered his neck. Seal. Lips. Soft ridges brushed his. Heat bloomed. Tongues tentative. Her trill vibrated deep. Trust, sealed in touch. They broke apart. Foreheads touched. Next step. Evan said, family meet in 30 cycles. Agreed. Sari stood. Unpacked 1 leather strap. Hung it by the door. Hunt tomorrow. Train you. Evan grinned, pulled her to the couch. Remote clicked. Old human vid action flick. No subtitles. She nestled close. Claw on his knee. Phone buzzed. Mara. Vents clear. Jex swept. Sleep tight. Evan set it aside. Shadows played on walls. Safe, for now. Sari's head on his shoulder. Scales cooled to content blue. Nest holds. He draped an arm. Steady. Yeah, but Vents whispered. Kethari not done. Tomorrow, he'd reinforce locks, human style. Quiet claws scraped. Far off. Or imagination. Dawn light filtered. Sari stirred first. Slid from couch. Hunt leathers on. Blade gleamed. Up. Nest builder. Prove vow in action. Evan rolled off. Muscles ached. Grabbed boots. Lead on. Truck keys jingled. Crate locked. Bond fresh. Outside, Mara waved from her porch. Coffee steam rose. Back by noon. Or I call Jex, Sari trilled. Climbed in. Evan followed. Engine roared. Dirt road ahead. Threats waited. But choices held. She stayed. He proved. Vents at home stayed silent. For now.